Yo, how's it going, everybody? Hopefully everyone's had a good day so far. I know it's Monday, but And there goes a random Pokeball. See if I can get it. There we go. I can get it to go through there again. Perfect. But hopefully everyone's having a good day. We got Silly Billy. We got Geonova. How are you two doing?
Hello there.
You know what? I might as well just stay over there. I'll get another encounter out of this. Oops, technically that's 32. I forgot to click one before. I like to do a few encounters just before starting the stream. So, but hopefully everyone's having a good day so far. Let me just move my big freaking water bottle out of the way. Big freaking water bottle. But happy Mondays, everybody. It looks a little bit... No? Okay. Alright, so nothing much has changed. What we ended up doing, though, is we got some more of these crystals. So what we're going to try to do, like I said, we're going to try to get every single Mega Stone. That's going to help with it's going to help with some of Mabel's research. What do we got? 396? Yeah, let's go use those up quick. Let's go use them up quick before I forget. There's only like one Mega Stone we're short on. Alright, we're gonna pop that up just a smidge. There we go. Bring my chat back up. But yeah, we're slowly making some progress. Hello, Big Bluester. Yo. I probably should end up healing here soon. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Then honestly, we'll just get a bunch of the experience candies. We already got every single Mega Stone we could buy. Yep. Filling out. We got another 50 points. That should be... Oh yeah, that got us up to the next level. We got light screen. Okay, gonna be lurking for a bit. Making a grilled cheese. Hey, let's go. Can't go wrong with the grilled cheese. Also, Giga Drain could be useful later on down the line. I'm trying to think, was there... There's not really a water trainer, per se. Alright. We're gonna just shove our way through here. As soon as I call you back, I might as well grab all the sparkly bits. I was gonna say, any little bit of extra money we can make is gonna be solid. Check up, get up that. Yeah, I want that. Also want this sparkly bit too. And this is technically a new encounter, so... Nothing. Alright. Back and forth we go, chat. Oh, geez, that Sharpedo was coming after me. Hi, buddy. Haha, you can't get me. I mean, to be fair, I probably could lure them out, by the way. There is a way to, like, get them to come through the gate with you, but... ooh. What? Vivillon could use, can get that for us. So any little bit of Mega Crystals we can get, we might as well get them. We could save them for later Mega Stones, which is going to be pretty darn useful. And then we could also get the Experience Candies, which I might do the Experience Candies just for now to help us level up. Just for the fact of, we could do the nighttime stuff, but I don't know how well my Pokemon are going to be able to handle that, like the new catches we're going to get. So it's better to be safer than sorry, in my opinion. I just do not want to run the risk of us losing any more team members right before Canary. Because, not gonna lie, she scares me. I was gonna say, the Phalanx Trainer scares me as well, but at least we have some options against that thing. Oh, nothing. Yeah, but we did do some stream upgrades here. We ended up, we changed the layout a little bit. I did not put the foot pedal in again for the counting. Not gonna lie, I got a little too lazy to go upstairs to take a look for the foot pedal in my old totes. So, yeah, that's probably a tomorrow thing, to be fair. I'll definitely be more up to doing a lot of that stuff tomorrow. It just makes it a lot easier. I don't have to hold my hand out just to push this button all the time. Like, I literally just have to leave my hand out here just to keep pushing buttons. Let's see. I feel like the shiny is going to be way more noticeable than what I'm seeing. Yeah, because it has that weird blue color, but I feel like this lighting just screws it up, though. Like, might as well get you. That should be like, what, 1 or 2 crystals? 2 crystals. Alright, that's enough for another spirit. I'm curious, what will 20 small experience candies actually do? Like, out of, like, genuine, like, concern. How much experience would that give me? Because if we go over our limit, we can't actually use our Pokemon. So anything above level 39, we can't use. And to be fair, we're going to get each one of our Pokemon up to 39 because I don't want a repeat of what happened with the old man. Dude, the lighting in this area just screws me up with this Tynamo so much. I do not understand why. I do not understand why the lighting has to be so weird in that area for Tynamos. Like, the closer it is to you, the shinier it looks. The farther away it is from you, the less shiny it looks. I don't know if, like, the light from the green gate has something to do with it. I think, actually, yeah, we figured out this could work to tell if it's going to be shiny or not without going in there to trigger Sharpedo. Yeah, we just need some good encounters here is what we need. I was going to say, both of our Pokemon are weak to the next challenge coming up, and we cannot get the Dratini, the shiny Dratini we spawned in either until we beat her, so that's going to cause some issues. Let's see, 1,250. Yeah, if we can get to like 1,000, past 1,500, I'll be happy with that. I will be very happy with that when we get past 2,000 or 1,050. So, I was going to say, the Dratini, I think... That was more, I believe. Nope. Nope. Darn it. Yeah, it just sucks. We can't get any more alpha Pokemon unless they're the static ones. Which, to be fair... Actually, I just thought of this. We didn't do... The Icy Zone hasn't popped up yet, has it? Yeah, that Icy Zone has not popped up yet. Alright. Gotta get you. Yep. If there's any more, we'll hit it on the way back. All those extra crystals are going to be a huge help. Do you like Tynamo? I think Tynamo's pretty adorable. It's just the one... It's going to be our best chance when it comes to taking on Canary. Between that and any ground types we run across, those are going to be like the biggest helps. I'm going to say this, though. I'm actually really happy I got a Mega. I'm really happy I got a Mega. I feel like a lot of Gen 2 and Gen 5 mons could really use the help. Through... Double check, because I don't know why that is not a shiny. Dawn is approaching. Oh, yeah, we got a little bit yet. I thought it was going to be a little bit longer. I thought it was going to end up being a little bit longer until that thing popped in. But yeah, right now, with all the Pokemon that we have for options, I feel like we can make this work. I love Tynamo. I'm guessing Tynamo is your favorite Pokemon? I was going to say, if I had to pick a favorite type, it'd probably be Ice type. I don't know, like, it's not the greatest typing in the world, like, competitively, but it's so many cool Ice type Pokemon. Oh, nothing there. I feel like we're making some pretty decent progress, though. Oops. I keep accidentally throwing Pokeballs. There you go, thank you, Vivillon. The fact that all of our Pokemon literally died besides for like Vivillon and this one Talonflame that we didn't even want. Let's see. Oh, nothing. Alright, if we could get a few more. I like to try to line this up so when the day changes, like the time of day changes like from daytime to nighttime, we get an extra encounter out of it without really having to move. Let's see what we can do about that. Let's see what we can do about that. I'm trying to think what other Pokemon is going to be solid for, we got the fighting type, we got the ghost type. There's the fire type too, which could be a problem. And the dragon type. Yeah, none of those are shiny. It looks like that mouth is like a brighter red, almost. And there's another one. Deactivated. No prize medals earned. Truly a shame. Oh, where'd the puppy go? I was gonna say, nope, nope. Oh, yep, we already did the count for that. I think we got a few more crystals to take out here as well. Right there. I'm just gonna keep Talonflame out. Talonflame's way faster. And like I said, as long as I don't get past level 39, we're gonna be okay. If our Pokemon's too high level, then we're not gonna be able to use it, is kind of the issue. Oh, no shiny sparkles. Yeah, it always makes me so nervous since I'm playing with no sound. That way you guys don't have to hear, like, double the sound. It's hard for me to see if there's a shiny that pops in or not, because, like, I could probably, like, get up to it and, like, hear the sparkle. And I'd be like, okay, I know there's something here. Yeah, it's gonna be bluer. Yeah, it just stinks. Like, I'm looking at it. It's gonna be hard to tell. Like, the best way to probably tell is, like, try to compare their mouths. Might be the best way to actually go around this. Ooh, 9 Mega Shards. Alright, keep running. Yeah, the best way might be able to be their mouths if I think one of them is a bit different. I could always run in, but I'm always concerned that that Sharpedo could be a shiny one. And that's going to be a pain to get. Plus, I think the level, with what its level is at, I think we wouldn't be able to use it. 29 or above. Dude. It's just so hard to determine sometimes if these... That's the one thing that kind of stinks with, like, going after Pokemon like this. Jeez, my... Sorry, chat, my ears have popped. I'm trying to... I can't get them fixed. But... No, that's kind of the annoying thing about trying to hunt specifically for, like, Dynamo, especially in, like, the weird lighting here. It's hard to tell if the thing's shiny or not. See, like, that lighting looks... Or that looks a little bit different than this. Right? It looks just a little bit different, but it's not. I should probably... Okay, yep, none of those are. We're golden. Just keep running out of here. Yeah, it's just always really... Gotta take out the crystals. Oh, perfect. I was gonna say 2, 2, 1, 2. I was gonna say 6, 7. So that's a decent amount. Yeah, any extra of these crystals, we're gonna get a few of the experience candies, and then we're also going to save the rest. What do we do? The rest of the mega crystals. And to be fair, well, actually, I'm curious. What else do we have for the requests? Mega Dex. Ooh, just one more Pokemon that gives us 300 extra points. Electric. Let's see, evolving Pokemon, evolving with items. Chill on benches. I mean... That's 500 points right there. Yeah, so we got a few options here. Like I said, the Mabel's quests are going to be very important. That's how we get, like, some pretty cool attacks. So, and that's going to be pretty darn important. Especially, like, what does she offer us? Mabel's research. So we get Giga Drain, Ice Punch, Psyshock, Thunder Punch, Double Team, Fire Punch, Bulldoze. I want to be able to at least get the Swords Dance or Thunderbolt if possible. Like, Swords Dance is going to be huge for us. So anything we could do extra to actually help get that is going to be a big help. Sadly, we can't catch anything other than shiny Pokemon, so that makes it even harder. God, that looked so different for a second. Dude, that lighting chat, every time. Tynamo is just being a little tease. And I don't like that. I don't like Tynamo being a tease right now because I want the shiny so we can keep going. I do not want to have to keep worrying about what Pokemon we're gonna get to try to deal with Carne. I would like to get our team pretty quickly here, if possible. Yeah, so at least we're doing some good grinding. We're getting a lot of Mega Crystals, so that is going to be a huge help. To be fair, we could probably... I don't know how much those crystals actually sell for. The experience candies? I don't know how much those sell for, but... Possibility. Okay, back now. How is our favorite shiny hunter doing? We're doing pretty good. We're almost at 1,300 encounters. We did buy the last bit of the... Mega Stones that you could get from Quizartico. So we got all that. Then we bought 20 small experience candies, so that'll kind of help us top ourselves up. Like I said, I want to get every single one of our teammates to level 39. I don't want to take any chances against Carne. So, yeah, and I'm going to have to do a lot more, like, looking into, like, what moves they have. Like, I wanted to just wing it before, but... no pun intended. But, yeah, I don't want to just wing it. That did not go very well last time. I thought I was actually being pretty safe, but... apparently not. So, yeah, that kind of sucks. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that, chat. Your boy is a little bit tired. Yeah, I think once we get our new team members, though, I think it'll be a lot better. Just for the fact of we could have a more solid team. I do want to get rid of Teriyaki at some point. Like I said, I want to keep Vivillon. We need a Pokemon that can at least set up some screens and raise our defenses. Especially if we're going to be dealing with the Rogue Megas without any sort of healing. I need to be thinking about that. So, Vivillon, I think, is going to be pretty solid. At least, got to keep the starter. Exactly. We got to keep our starter. And to be fair, Teriyaki is good. It's just one of those Pokemon I want to keep in the back burner. Like, of course, like, we'll probably use it against, oh, jeez, I can't remember his name. The fighting type guy. I want to keep it against him because that's going to be useful. And then I'll probably keep it for Corbeau, I think, too. Ivor, yep. Keep it for Ivor. And then Corbeau, I would like to have it on hand, too. Normally in Nuzlocke, I would not be changing out my team. But I think for ZA, with what Pokemon we got, I think it's going to be the best chance. There we go. Oh, don't spot me. Don't spot me. Yep, you see nothing. No, but for Ivor, we're going to need it. And to be fair, Vivillon is going to be pretty good for Ivor, too. But because we got the Alpha, or the Mega Phalanx, and then we also have the Mega Scolipede, which this thing's going to be destroying Mega Scolipede. Wait, but doesn't that thing have like Rock Smash or Rock Wrecker or something too? Now that I'm thinking about it. I think it has Rock Smash or Rock Wrecker as well. That could be a problem. Oh, it can also be pretty good for Descent too. It does have access to Steel Wing, so it does give us a Steel type move for an option. I guess it does pretty well against 3. And I was going to say, there is no ground type one, I believe. There's no ground type person. Well, actually, no. No, I was wrong. It's Grappa, but the problem is he has a lot of rock moves as well. I was going to say, he could do pretty decent. Or Talonflame could, but not with rock types. Besides, I don't want any more electric type weaknesses or rock type weaknesses on the team. I do not want any more of those because, yeah, it's a little bit scary. Yo, Alex, how's it going?
Hello there.
Yeah, so far we've had no luck for Tidebo. OMG and ZA. Sud immediately? Wait, what do you mean by Sud? What do you mean by Sud? I'm a little lost. I thought this was a new YouTuber. Nah, actually, the channel's pretty old. We've been here a hot minute. I was gonna say we did change the layout of the streams though. I found this Let's Play Z8. Yeah, sorry. I'm not new. We are trying to get through our shiny only Nuzlocke though, and Grandpa kind of destroyed us. Yeah, I was gonna say that Sword Stance Mega Excadrill kind of just destroyed. I need to find some way to get through that. Because I am gonna have to fight him a few more times later on down the line. Yeah, your face cam is no. Did I just notice that? I'm not too sure. And I was gonna say we also did add the recent subscriber. I believe there should be a notification that pops up whenever someone subscribes. So, yeah, we also put the thumbnail up there. I tried making everything look a little bit nicer because I know most people want to watch the gameplay, so I tried putting the most important stuff up first. And to be fair, my face is not as important, so I tried putting that where people would reach at. Like these new changes. I would like to try to do a little bit more. It's just the problem is, the program that I was using for, like, the latest subscriber and stuff like that, it kind of became a little outdated. So there is another program I could use, but it takes up so much CPU on your computer, and I've had it, it would have memory leaks. So every month I would have to, like, redo everything when it came to that. And I just didn't want to have to go through all that. So I'm just sticking with this for the time being until I can stumble across something better. But yeah, like I said, the only change that I did not get around to doing is we have this foot pedal. And basically, instead of me having to go over to reach and add 2 more to the counter, I could literally just do it with a foot pedal. So just 1 tap of the foot and the count would go up, which is nice. That way I could kind of keep things... I don't have to, like, slow down or stop as much. I could literally just be a lot more comfortable and not have to have my arm hovering over my counting device. So, yeah, I was going to say, sun is getting low. Yep, and right now, we're actually going through a lot of the older footage, and we're getting the... Because, mind you, this is going to be a video series later on, chat. Or, I shouldn't say series. This is going to be its own full-fledged video later on. So, I've been going through a lot of the footage and getting stuff ready for that as well. Don't know if I ever told you before. I restored my Pokemon ZA. Or my Violet playthrough. Ooh. I was going to say, are you doing anything special? Like, are you trying to do, like, a Nuzlocke? Or are you trying to use, like, Pokemon that you normally wouldn't use to try to make it a little bit different? No, I was going to say, I I'm actually, it's not a video thing per se, but it's to help with the videos. I'm working on something specific for that. We are going to be, I'm going to be starting the recordings this weekend. We're going to be going through our Pokemon home, and we're going to try to get everything situated. And then we are going to have, like, a bounty board style thing that I want to try to implement. So we're going to try to continue the Shiny Living Dex. And then we're going to pick a few Pokemon for the bounty. And then depending on what game on it, it's going to give us points. So, and if we reach a certain amount of points by, I would say maybe the end of the year, then we'll give away certain Pokemon. Like certain shiny Pokemon. Because like you guys know, a lot of the Pokemon that I shiny hunt, like for when I'm shiny hunting for shorts and stuff, I don't plan on keeping a lot of those. I actually want to give a lot of those away. So that way, like, because I love shiny hunting on the old games, but I already have a lot of those shinies. So I figured this way, it's kind of nice because I still get to keep shiny hunting. Even if it's the same thing, I still enjoy it. But this way, I also get to give some of these Pokemon away as well. So it's kind of like a best of both worlds situation. Doing what you're doing right now. Doing a shiny only Nuzlocke. ZA is kind of brutal. Like, I really should have allowed healing items in battle. I probably should have allowed, like, a set number of healing items per battle, but... yeah, that was not the smartest move in the world. Not gonna lie, chat. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to think if I had clean shorts for work tomorrow. I was gonna say... what? Oh, none of them are shiny. Alright, we'll just keep running back and forth. Said hi. Yo, Nerf Ninja, welcome on back.
Hello there.
Your games, your rules. No. We started with these rules. We can't go back. We started with these rules, silly Billy. We can't go back. And besides, the harder it is, the more hyped it's going to be when I beat it. Like I said, we just got to play it a little bit smarter. Like, if it was like a mainline game and it was a Nuzlocke, I feel like we'd definitely be a lot more solid. Yep, okay. Got those to spawn in. Yeah, I was gonna say, I should have one more back and forth until it's, I gotta stop. Because the time of day is gonna end up changing. Actually, it's going a little bit slow. Alright, got them to spawn in. I could just do a loop around like that a few times. Because this is definitely, like, a lot faster. Night's falling over the city. Alright. We should get there just in time. So that's 1 and 2. Nope. Nope. None of them are shiny. And it's about to change. Yeah, I was gonna say, I like making these harder. I would like to do, like, more challenges like this or something more community-driven. Let's see. Like, I would like to do Dynamax Adventures pretty soon at some point as well. Okay, then back and forth we go again. You know what we could do? Let's make this interesting, chat. We're gonna make this interesting. We're gonna do 5 bench resets. Because why not? 5 bench resets. And we'll see what we get. Please get away from me. Well, guys, we got our shiny. Oh, boy. Nope. Slowpoke, no. Slowpoke, no. Slowpoke, no. Let's go. Okay, it wasn't our Dynamo. And the worst part is I don't get sound. You know what, though? I just thought of this. We did get a new Mega Evolution, technically. We technically did get a new Mega Evolution. just wasn't the Tynamo. Alright. Not gonna lie. And another Pokemon weak to electric. I shouldn't have went in. I should not have went in, chat. I wouldn't have known. Alright. Off to Area 7. Alright, what are we looking at? Amnesia, Headbutt, Water Pulse. I mean, it's a pretty high level. What? Actually, you don't need to be out. Dazzling Gleam. Bitches! Alright, I don't know what Pokemon we're going for here. It looked shiny for a second, I'm not gonna lie. You know what? And if this... We have a chance for, like, that Alpha Talonflame, too. Alright. That's technically 2. We're gonna change the, calculation increments to 1. Yeah, so, like, this is not gonna be very good against Carne. At all. I'm hoping we can get a Hippopotas. Yeah, a Hippopotas or the Roselia. Yo, Michaela, how's it going?
Hello there.
Welcome on in. Tynamo has not been achieved. Let's see. I just don't want an Audino. I will be okay without Audino. Alright, so we want... Actually, do we want Hippopotas? What Pokemon do you think would be good in this area, chat? I'm not going to change the Pokemon until we come up with a decision here. Like, Hippopotas could be solid. The Static Alpha... Actually, you know what? Let's hold off. Let's hold off on Area 7, chat. I say we go in here and have a fun time. Yeah, because who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky and find a Gibble. Maybe we'll get lucky and find ourselves a Gibble. I just don't know how I'm going to count this. Gibble, Sandile, Drillbur... Or, honestly, the Numel. They would all be solid. Everything but Machamp. I do not want Machamp. I was going to say, and Gibble is going to be pretty rare. We actually do not have a name for the Slowpoke, chat. We will need a name for a Slowpoke. I'm going to change this to Gibbs as well. Because we do want to try to get the Gibble. Properties. There we go. We'll make a big and hide. There we go. Perfect. Sorry, I went away for a bit. How you doing, Blue? I'm doing pretty good. How about you, Michaela? We did get our shiny, but it wasn't a Tynamo. I thought it would be funny just to run in and do some bench resets, and we got a shiny Slowpoke. So, to be fair, I can't... Ooh, Gibble. I cannot complain. I was gonna say... Another Gibble. Okay. I'm trying to remember, what are the chances of Gibble actually spawning? I thought it was pretty low. Yeah, either Gibble or Drill... Actually, I want Gibble or Numel. Those are the Pokemon I want to try to get. I'm doing good. Hey. I know it's Monday, so I know quite a few people are just like, eh. Yeah, I'm gonna need to make a new thumbnail now for Gibbs. That'll be interesting. I thought I saw a blue nose for a second. Let's see. Yeah, we have quite a few good options. I just want a ground type because the ground type is actually going to be pretty solid, I feel like, for us. Just as a whole. Alright, we can officially get out of here. Yeah, honestly, I thought this area might be a little bit harder to hunt in, by the way. That's 4. Technically, we're getting a lot of encounters in here, so I expect us to get a shiny decently fast. I just don't know how many Pokemon we should be counting for this. It's spotting over there. You know what? I just thought of this too. I have not been seeing the camera up. Ow! Alright, I should probably play this a little bit safer. Yeah, like I said, Garchomp or Numel are going to be the 2 Pokemon we're going to try to pretty much go for. I feel like it's going to be solid picks. What? I just thought of this. We're going to do a run around in here. One more. I'm going to switch it to daytime, chat. That way we will have a chance for it to spawn in. The alpha Camerupt. I was going to say, I do like Camerupt. It's just the problem is, I've never really used one before. So, it'll definitely be interesting. Also, hi. Let's see if we can find a bench. I thought there was benches like somewhere around this area. There. Aha! Benches. Ooh, it's some tiny mushrooms. I will gladly take the tiny shrooms. Nice high quality H2O, chat. Nice high quality H2O. Alright, now let's get back in there and we'll see if we can get that alpha shiny Camerupt, possibly. I'm still gutting for the Garchomp, but if there's a chance for... Actually, that's weird. I'm not seeing it in there. Normally it spawns like over there. Oh, that was a sad dial. Okay, I'm pushing wrong buttons, chat. Yep, I was gonna say, yay, hydrate. Yeah, I was gonna say, don't forget to hydrate, everybody. Drink a little bit of high quality H2O, please. I'm curious, is that Camerupt was later in the day? I'm gonna talk about it because I'm playing some Smash Bros right now. I'm getting experience. Hey, you're good. I was gonna say we appreciate lurkers here. I was gonna say I'm actually a lurker myself. A lot of times, like if I'm jumping into streams, I'm normally at work, so I don't really have a choice but to lurk. So yeah, I'm hydrating with Starry. I mean, it's not bad. I'm hydrating with an adult beverage. I was gonna say it helps me fall asleep a little bit, so I like to have at least a little bit of that or a little bit of caffeine before I go to bed. I don't know what it is. Caffeine just makes me really tired. So I was gonna say it helps me sleep a little bit better. But lately, I've been sleeping a little too good. I've been waking up pretty darn late. Let's see. And you know what I just thought of too? I haven't been seeing the alpha Krokorok. So maybe I should just change it back tonight. Oh, nope, there it is. Let's see, we did find a Gibble. Dude, if we end up getting shiny Gibble... Oh, I saw the Numble out there. I'm like, wait, what? I thought the Numble got out for a second. I was wrong. I'm sometimes a lurker. I'm actually lurking at a drunk drawing stream right now. Wait, drunk drawing? That's a thing? I was just passing through the wild zone. I heard a shiny noise. You go into the wild zone and shiny Gibble. You see, I hope we get that lucky. We were trying to actually go for shiny Dynamo because we got to fight Canary. And yeah, we ended up... Oh, I was about to say, why is that Machop T-posing? It wasn't T-posing, it was stretching. But yeah, now we got a third Pokemon that's weak to electric type attacks. So, yeah, no, I thought for kicks and giggles, I would run... Oops. I would run through the area again for kicks and giggles. Yeah, that did not go well in our favor at all. I should have just stayed out. But the fact that... I'm wondering if that thing was, like, spawned in already, like, when I was going through. Dude, and I love how the eyes were, like, at the back of his head, by the way. Like, the glowing red eyes was, like, at the back part of his head. Let's see. Gibble. Yeah, and I think the shiny noise happens before I run over these. It just sucks. I have no sound. Let's say I like Gibble more than Garchomp. Is it a hot take to say that I like Flygon more than Garchomp? Is that a hot take? Something tells me it is. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I like this hunting better than what we were doing with the Dynamo, though. I don't know. Something about this just feels a lot more entertaining to me. Just running around like no set path. And I was gonna say, depending on what we get here, will determine area 9. Because like I said, we got area 10. We got 7, 8, and 9 we could get yet. Oh, I love Flygon more than Garchomp as well. Dude, I love Flygon. I really wish it would have gotten a Mega Evolution or a regional form. To be fair, I would rather a regional form because how often are Mega Evolutions realistically going to be coming back to games compared to, like, regional forms? Which, if the Pokemon, like, regular Flygon makes it in, it's more than likely the... Ooh, I gotta be careful. If, like, regular Flygon would make it in, it's safe to say that its regional variant would as well. So I would rather it have a form. I don't know. Like, I'm not a... Like, if a Pokemon gets, like, a gimmick or whatever, like a gimmick form, it always makes me kind of sad just because I know that it's only in for that one generation. And that tends to make me a little bit sad. So I just had this thought, too. I really hope we don't get Drillbur. I kind of hope we don't get Drillbur here just for the fact of we will have a chance for an Alpha Excadrill down the line. So pretty upset. No, and the funny thing is, they wanted to do Mega Flygon. It's just they couldn't make up their mind on the design. Now I can't stop getting shiny Gibbles. Well, Megan, I hope I end up getting your luck because, I would like a shiny Gibble or a shiny Numble. Either one of those, I would be super excited with. Really, my biggest thing would be I don't want a shiny Machop. I don't want a shiny Machop. It would be good for the trade evos that I will have to do at some point. Ooh. That wasn't there before. Boop. It would be good for, like, the trade evo for Mabel's research, but I don't want to get a Pokemon literally just to extend that. I know, but we could have got one in ZA. I know, but still, I would rather have a form. I just hope they haven't gotten rid of the forms yet, because that was, like, one of my favorite things every time a new generation would come out, to see what new forms would be there. Forms, for me, is, like, a very big thing. Like, I get more excited mainly about what Pokemon is getting a form than what new Pokemon are coming out. Besides for Pombon. That puppy is precious, and I swear it better not get on 2 feet. That cute little bundle of joy better stay on all 4 feet. It better stay dog-like. Now I have 15 shiny gibbles. I have quite a few. It's just I have not personally gotten one in ZA yet. So if we ended up getting a shiny gibble in ZA, I would be happy. I would be pretty darn happy. Still no camera? Hey, speaking of gibble. I need to figure out how I want to evolve the Slowpoke. I need to take a look at the stats because, like, I think Slowbro actually would be better. It does have a Mega. I think that's still going to be the best call. I was thinking Slowking because, like, how often do I use a Slowking? But at the same time, I don't know. I think having Pokemon that can Mega Evolve and having a decent variety of them, I think is going to be huge. I think that's going to be a very big thing for us. We need a variety of Pokemon that can Mega Evolve. Just nothing but Drillburs. I want that. The Asperberry. Sure. I'll take Asperberries. Don't really know what it does, but yeah, we need to think of a name for our shiny Slowpoke as well. Another Pokemon weak to electric types. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. Because Kadari is gonna be scary. Kadari is gonna be scary. And I love how that kind of rhymes. Oh, we did talk about that. We did want a Pokemon that was a little bit more on the bulkier side, and I think we got one. Here, back. Gotta use the restroom. Fair. It's gonna say it's not healthy to hold all that in. I do want to check this. Oh, they got switched to protective cases now, like controller cases. I don't know. I'm normally pretty good when it comes to protecting my controllers in my games. Discount the few times that the controller has fallen out of my lap onto the floor. You don't count those. But normally I'm pretty good when it comes to protecting my controllers. So like when it comes to like cases and stuff like that, I don't even bother. And oh, hi Gibble. I normally don't take my switches with me either. Like lately I have been, just for the fact of I'm doing grinding for like berries and other things during lunch breaks, so I mean, that's been a big help. And I probably will once Gen 10 comes out. Like my Switch will probably be like connected with me like at all times. God, there's like barely, okay, a lot of them spawned over there. I was gonna say that's some of them are like popping in and out of existence. Really think of a ball, because like these won't aggro me. I should probably get my ball prepped. There we go. Great ball, potentially. I see a shiny at Wild Zone 8. Suddenly every Pokemon in there is a shiny. Well, how many times did you reset? You know what we should... There's no point because these things aren't really spawn... I really should just do a check every time. I was thinking like do 5 flies and then run in here. Right? But the problem is not everything spawns in here then. I was gonna say not everything spawns in then, and I think we do want everything to spawn in. Oh, out of here, thank you. I started type. I was trying to do okay back. Nah, I was gonna say you're good. Oh, poor Charlie. He's just wandering. Oh, hi, Gibble. Dude, if we had a shiny Gibble, that would be literally huge. It would be another Pokemon quad weak to ice. But I don't think there's many Pokemon that are ice types in this game that we have to worry about. So I think we'd be fine. Ooh, another Gibble. Hi. I think isn't a Gibble popping in here like a 1% chance? Like each hole has like a 1% chance to like pop in. Because I was going to say, I think it was similar to... Gosh, what am I thinking? It was very similar to, like, chestnuts spawning in the ground. You know what? We do... No. I was going to say, we have an option... 2 more gibbles? We're getting a lot of gibble spawns, chat. Yeah, I was going to say, make a frost last, but... Oh, yeah. I mean, Talonflame will probably be our Pokemon for that, to be fair. I was going to say, Frostlass is honestly kind of easy to deal with. And Talonflame also has access to fire type attacks. As long as we get something that's, like, decently quick, we should be okay. Let's see. Over here. Yeah, I'm not too worried. Mega Frostlass is, like, one battle in the game. I'm just trying to... Yeah, I was gonna say, because, we do have that one, frosty area. I was gonna say, with potentially Go-Goat. Which, honestly, I would be okay with Go-Goat. It's not a very good Pokemon, but its shiny is so cool. And it's Lumiose on top of that, too. So you kind of have to have a Go-Goat. Snover... Frostlass, Delibird. I feel like Delibird is, like, the only one I'm not going to want. Because it just runs away. That Delibird just runs away. Like, I would even be okay with, like, a Machoke or a Machamp or whatever over there. Machop. Just for the fact of... It would be good to have a bit of variety. Even though, like, I don't want a Machop here. But I wouldn't mind getting a Machop in that other area zone. Nope. 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 Ooh, sparkly spot. Now, if only we could ride him around. You see, that was like the one thing Go-Goat was known for, and we can't even get that. Let's say 5 resets. Wait, is that the method you're doing it? Just 5 resets and then you run in? I mean, we could do the same thing. It would probably speed things up to find a shiny. But it's not going to spawn in all of these little spots here. All these little burrowed areas. Let's see. No burrow over there. Charlie, you're okay. He keeps trying to look for the bird. Or, not the bird, the cat. He's looking for the cat outside, chat. Alright. Let's do a run-in. Let's see. Nothing. Yeah, and like, I was gonna say, I don't think the pop-in for this area is all that good either. I think it's because it's trying to like spawn in so much stuff. It's like, I would assume there would be some more stuff popping up over here. See, like this popped in. That's 8. I'm heading to Wild Zone 14. Oh, I didn't even think of that. We do have a chance for the Ampharos and Starmie. And Phalanx. I just need to figure out when these other areas open up, because it'll start being slowly. They'll slowly start popping up, so we won't be able to like do like big grinds like this for too much longer. They'll just be like one Pokemon and then continue, one Pokemon then continue, one Pokemon then continue. So we're gonna have to be very cautious, chat. We still have like Lysander Labs. We still have the sewers. We still have the Pokemon Research Lab. Do it. Head to Area Zone 14. Do it. You know what? I would be okay if we didn't get the Garchomp. We do have an option for Swablu. We do have the option for Noivern. We do have the option for... Oh, goodness. What's his name? Salamence. Also, Fennekin. We do have an option for Fennekin as well. Which, to be fair, I would honestly really like Fennekin. The old... Actually, no. Kakuna's outside the area zone. And technically, since we got that area done... I'm just trying to think. What else do we have for future encounters? Like, Lopunny is off the table. Because that would be dupes. Yeah, because we're doing dupes claws with, like, the whole evolutionary lines, by the way, chat. That way, it's, like, I can't just find, like, oh, Cotton Candy the second. It makes it a little bit more interesting that way. I can't get Magikarp. I can't get... You know what? We could... Oh, that could be interesting. Skarmory. Because we can't get Dupe Claws for the whole legendary line, right? So Pyroar wouldn't be an option anymore. I was gonna say Pyroar wouldn't be an option, but Skarmory could. I believe Klefki was up there as well. So we would have a chance for the Skarmory, or we could try to go for Chespin. Which, to be fair, do we want to try to go for the Chespin and end up getting Diggersby? Do we want that option, chat? There. Man, we're not really getting much luck, are we? I was gonna say, I figured with us running around with a lot more Pokemon available, I thought that would have given us a little bit of a better option? Probably not. Yeah, so like the best bet would be Skarmory. I think Mawile was up there too. Yeah, it was like an Alpha Mawile spawned up there. I don't know if that stuff spawns when I do resets. I mean, we could run a few tests to see if that is actually a thing. Nope. Nope. Alright, back out we go. It's just weird. I thought the alpha camera actually spawned in here. Gonna say, gotta get comfortable, chat. Gotta get comfortable. Let's see. Yeah, I haven't been seeing any... Okay, I just walked into the wild zone. Just in case they... Wait, what about Tony? Let's check 1 and 2. Alright, all that should respawn. All this should respawn. I already did the double count. Alright, what are we looking at? Tori. I thought more stuff would end up spawning in. I thought more of these little burrows would pop up. If I just keep running in circles, will the burrows just reset? Here, we're gonna take this one circle. I want to see if that other burrow actually Dude, I can't go around you, really? Bruh. Yeah, I don't see any of them resetting. So I might just have to run in here for a little bit for all the burrows just to pop up. I'm thinking that's probably what we're looking at. I wish I should do a count on how many Pokemon actually pop up in here. And we could actually try to do the math. Like on average, how many Pokemon are popping up in here? Those. Yeah, because I think it's probably like, if I had to oh, dude, you just popped up out of nowhere. I would assume it's like 16. Burrow. We got another burrow right there. Yeah, I think coming over here was probably the best bet compared to going over to Area Zone 7 for the time being. That way we could kind of get an idea on what Pokemon could be a good fill-in spot. And then there's a chance we could possibly manipulate what could be in there. Do you know when you're around a Pokemon or a Wild Zone, transforms into night resets? Always make sure that you did not get a shiny. No, I know the resets tend to spawn, or the resets change. No, we were doing that with Tynamo a little earlier, but yeah, it's just basically whenever I got close to night changing, I would try to time it out to where, okay, I'm over there, we're good. We'll just sit tight for a bit. Okay, Blue, I'm going to be lurking again. Sorry. Hey, no, you're fine, Silly Billy. We appreciate our lurkers here. I appreciate you coming in to lurk.
Thank you.
Well, I shouldn't say fully lurk, but you know what I mean. I appreciate you still hanging out with us. Yeah, I'm really hoping. We did get one shiny Pokemon, so to be fair, I'm kind of happy to be out of that Dynamo area. I just want to make some progress on this. I want to beat Canary and just have us move forward. I see you, shiny, but it's outside the Wild Zone. So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with a Pidgey. I was going to say, to be fair, if it's outside the Wild Zone, I don't know what your rules are for outside of Wild Zone shinies. Ooh. Oh, big yawn. Sorry, chat. The boy's a little bit tired. I still need to make my lunch for tomorrow. Let's see. Anything good here? Nope, we still have the middle. And nothing. All right, out of here we go. That's another one. Okay, are there... I just thought of this. Are there any benches around here that I could just use? I was gonna say, I think... Wasn't this the optimal way of, like... Oh yeah, they're still popping in. Yeah, I don't see any benches unless it's the one up there, which I should be out of range for that, so it's not even worth it. Not even worth it. I was wondering if there's potential ways to do bench resets. Sadly, there is not. Ooh, Gibble? Okay. Like I said, I would like to get our hands on Gibble. Gibble or... I would really like Numel, personally. Gibble or Numel. I know it's weird because it's like, well, why wouldn't you want Drillbur? We do have chances for Drillbur later on. And the only other Pokemon I think that I would genuinely really want would have been, like, Aeron. It's like if you go out Arizona to take 10 steps, then you'll see it. Yeah, sadly, we already got our shiny for Area 10. Oh, hello, Drillbur. Yeah, actually, I did not go over there to take a peek if I had a shiny over there or not. I just really hope I'm not spotting a bunch of, like, random Pokemon as I'm doing this, and we end up losing our shiny Dratini that we have set off to the side. Because if we lose it, that means we lost it. Let's see. Alright, out of here I go, please. I want out. What's that? Ooh, Hawlucha, that's cool. I love looking down sometimes. It's like they have that little detail of like these manhole covers being Pokemon that have potential to Mega Evolve. I always thought that was pretty cool. Alright, forward, Telly Ho. Let's see. Anything there? Nope. I'm wondering if these are somewhat static. Because is there going to be one up here too? Yep. So these are kind of static to some degree. It seems like they have a place where they can spawn. So, alright, I'm gonna walk through here. Yep, there's one here. Should be a few over here. Yep, and I was gonna say, it's kind of hard to see if any of those spawn. Yep, we got one over here too. Yeah, I think our best bet is to pretty much just shoot through the front. Just right through the middle. And then any ones off to the side, because there's never any in the far back. There's never any in the far back, so I think that's our best bet. Look over there, look over here, see if any pops in. We'll zigzag our way into the middle. Nope. I don't... Oh, okay, there's one. Yeah, because I was going to say, I really don't see too many out in the middle. And now it's funny, it's because, there. It looks like it's starting to change somewhat. When before, it definitely seemed like there was a pattern, but we were also getting them in a pattern as well. Because it always seems like there's one, like, near the entrance, over there, or over there. Alright. Gibble. Let's see, we got one right here. So it's just like last time somewhat. Alright. Spawn everything in. If something happens to be shiny and we bypass it, we will run into it later. There's one right over here too. Nope. Like this channel is like deserve like thousands of likes. Hey, I appreciate it. I was just gonna say, I think it's one of those things where the time slot for streaming is pretty stacked around this time of day. And on top of that too, it's Shiny Hunting and ZA. I know not many people are super excited about Shiny Hunts and ZA. So I do know that's a thing too. So like I said, this is just pretty much we're doing a video about a Shiny only Nuzlocke later on once this challenge is done. And I work 12-hour days, so it's hard for me to get footage. So I thought it would be cool to stream it, then we can make a video about it later. So, yeah. I was gonna say, we're growing slowly but surely. For Shiny Hudson's ZA. Wait, do you mean Houndstone? For a Shiny ZA hunt? See, I don't know. I really like watching, ow. Like, I like watching Shiny Hunting. It doesn't matter what game it is. It's just one of those things, like, is the person genuinely excited about the shinies they're getting? Or are they doing something just a smidge different? Or are they doing a Nuzlocke? Or... It's kind of just a mix, right? Like, I can enjoy watching any sort of Pokemon content. It's just one of those things where it's like, what am I in the mood for today? So, don't mind if I do. Boop! I'm gonna get you to pop up right away. No, I feel like I would like to do more Nuzlocks and like more community-driven like hunts. Like, mind you, like a lot of the shinies that we get in our shorts, I'm saving for like giveaways and stuff. But I wouldn't mind doing more Dynamax adventures. That was always fun. Gibble! Nothing. Let's see. Yeah, I really need to figure out what the spawn rate for the Gibble is in here. Sorry, I'm using the microphone. I won't say the correct thing that I'm trying to say. No, it's fine. I'm the same way. Like, whenever I'm at work and someone's messaging me and I try talking through my watch, it never comes out the way that I want to. Like, I'll be messaging my fiance or whatever. She sends me a message like, oh, this is cool. Or, hey, can you do this for me? And I'll do a response. And it's like, I'll say, yeah, sure, I can do it. But it comes out as, the Hudson River is blue. Or something really dumb like that. It's like never correct. So I feel ya. I feel ya in that regard. To be fair, I really should just like get a new watch. I should just get a new watch at this point, because I swear that thing never listens to me right. It never ends up listening to me, like, actually putting out the things that I wanted to say. That's, like, the main reason why I like that watch, is because someone talks to you, right? Or someone's sending you a message, you can't exactly respond or click on your phone. You just speak into your futuristic smartwatch, whatever. Dude, I'm honestly kind of surprised with, I think there's, like, if there's 10 Pokemon in there, we did 30 of them. That should be about 300 Pokemon. If my math is correct, which, to be fair, it may not be correct because, my brain is kind of melted from today's work, so... Yeah, we're in brain melting mode, chat. Just saying. Nothing there, nothing there. Dude, something tells me... whenever I stream, Emily will go to the bedroom, or she'll be doing chores around the house. She is in the bedroom right now. Something tells me she probably fell asleep. Something tells me she probably fell asleep. I'm calling it. Let's see, nothing there. Yeah, we're gonna need to make a new thumbnail for Wednesday as well, chat, by the way. So that'll be fun. That gives me something to do for tomorrow. There. Yeah, I'm okay with anything in this area as long as it's not the shiny Machop. We do not want the shiny Machop in this area. We need a ground type. Dude, if we could... Honestly, Numel would be, like, the best one. I was gonna say either Numel or Gibble. Those are the two mons that we're specifically trying to go for. I really need to take that tote lid out of our window. So, we've had this outside cat, and our dog, Charlie, he's a corgi, and he's adorable. He freaks out over seeing the cat. So, that back window back there, you could probably see the curtain. But he would keep trying to jump up there, and he would scratch the windowsill and everything. So, I had to put something up there to block it for the time being. And now that it's starting to get windy, and he doesn't really check that area anymore, the coat lid kind of just flaps against the window. I really need to get that tote lid out of there, so, because I keep hearing the rattle, and it's starting to drive me crazy. Since he's not looking out there anymore, I think I should be okay to take it out. I just gotta do it whenever he's not, like, paying attention. Fastest way to get a shiny, I would say, in Z8 is just keep teleporting to the zone until you hear the shiny chime. I mean, I was gonna say, you're not wrong. The question is, alright, we're actually gonna try this, chat. By the way, FNAF fan, welcome on in.
Hello there.
I'm just trying to see, we got one thing that popped in. So, we're trying to go, we're doing a shiny only Nuzlocke. And the two, okay, we got a Gibble there. Another Gibble. So, we're trying to either get the shiny Numel or the shiny Gibble, are our two main targets. And I'm just trying to figure out how many of these mounts will spawn in if we try it your way. I mean, we probably could try to see how other people have hunted it. But, like, I'm looking here, I don't see any mounts. Now, if I walk close up to the gate, I see a mount. Yeah, so, like, I genuinely gotta come inside to get mounts to spawn in. To be fair, I probably could just come in here, walk in, reset. Because I don't need to get these things to pop out. Right? And I'm not gonna lie, it's a bad time to play without sound. You know what? Let's give that a shot. So I was gonna say, as long as we walk in, some of these mounts are gonna pop up. So, alright. As long as we pop in. Nothing should aggro us either. Those mounts popped in. Here, we'll do it until we get to 35 and we'll run and check. We'll just do it like maybe like every 5. Double check. I was gonna say barely any mounts spawn there. I'm just curious how... Yeah, because we got one that spawned over there. One that spawned up there. And it could just run up to the tent. Yeah, we ended up getting the Slowpoke and not the Dynamo. Yeah, to be fair, I'm not too upset with that. It's one of those things, like, it's not going to be good for Canary, but it is still another Mega Evolution. It could have been worse. It could have been worse. Now, we're just trying to either get a shiny Gibble or a shiny Numel. I'm just trying to figure out what the fastest method is going to be here. Still Mega, exactly. And we were talking about how we wanted a bulky Pokemon. And there we are. We got a bulky Pokemon. So I'm hoping for Gibble as well. Like, Gibble would be the best bet, but I would not be upset with Numel. I do want to say that. I would not be upset with a Numel. Like, it is another Mega, and it has Fire-type moves, which is going to be useful. So, the only thing that would be a detriment later on for us is going to be, like, if it's, Yep, still getting those to spawn in. If we ended up having to deal with, like, Water-type, like Starmie. His Garchomp is, OP with a Mega. Yeah, or without the Mega. Yeah, I was going to say, like, we wouldn't have to do a Mega for it. Honestly. In my opinion, I think the Mega would be worse depending on what items we'd have available at the time. The Mega would be worse depending on what items are available at the time. Can't. I think it can learn Dig, and we do have Dig, I believe. We actually have Dazzling Gleam, too. Alright. That was 5. I think every 5 we'll do a run-through. Every 5 we're going to do a run-through. Honestly, I'm okay with any of these Pokemon here as long as it's not the, Oh, no Gibble. As long as it is not the Machop, I'd be okay with it. Yeah, because we can get Machops in other areas, too. And it's, like, not a bad Pokemon. It's just one of those things right now, it's not what we need. All of our Pokemon are weak to Canary, and that's our next fight. This game would be so painful if there was a... text sprint. Oh, I know. Like, to be fair, I think it was a huge missed opportunity. Like, I think we would have been okay, like, without flying. As much as I would love to have flying and climbing back. We just need, like, a bike. Or, like, the roller skates. Or riding on a go-goat. We need, like, one of those things, in my opinion. And it's kind of bad we didn't get that, in my opinion. We should have been able to get that. But for some reason, Game Freak was just like, nah. I just don't know if it was, like, something to do with the performance of the game or something else. No, if it had to be ZA or Arceus, I love the catching mechanics in Arceus. And I love the adventuring in Arceus. The one thing that I did not really like so much about it was the battles. I love the battles in ZA. The battles in ZA are so much fun, and I will say that for a very long time. But I think Arceus, in my opinion, is still the better game. Legends Arceus is still the better game, in my opinion. It was a Gloom. Hey, congrats on the Goomy. Hold up. There we go. Gotta do the shiny sound. It's ZA or Arceus overall, but I haven't played very many Pokemon games. I was gonna say, there's quite a few good Pokemon games. To be fair, I was not the biggest fan of Sword and Shield. I also, honestly, I would say I did not really like Scarlet and Violet. The shiny hunting I thought was fun. But that was about it, in my opinion. Let's Go was fun. Let's Go was genuinely fun. The catching mechanic I was not the biggest fan on. But just the style and how different it was, I think it was a good game. I'm trying to think of other Pokemon games that came out. I'm not sure. Like, I'm not saying Sword and Shield is a bad game, chat, by the way, by any means. It's one of those games that's just like, I didn't vibe with it. I genuinely did not vibe with it. Alright, that's... There we go. That's another 5. We're gonna run around and check. Yeah, I don't know. What is everyone's least favorite Pokemon game that you've played so far? Just out of curiosity. I was gonna say, I really have a hard time playing through Pokemon Sun and Moon. Like, I love the region. I like the Pokemon. It's mainly just, it's the same issue that I had with Legend ZA. It was the amount of dialogue and hand-holding, I feel like, in the beginning. And just, I feel like it stopped you so often to tell you something that really wasn't important. Or it wasn't like, oh, do you want to pick the thing in my left hand or the right hand? Well, it was this, but I'll give you the things in both of my hands. Like, was that really necessary? I'm sorry, but like, not every time you stop me has to be important. But like, for something like that, like, really? Is that necessary? Oh, my first shiny ever was a Snorlax. But the shiny was so bad, I didn't even realize it was. I feel like we've all been there. I feel like we've all had... Not your very first shiny. To be fair, that was just horribly good luck. But when it comes down to, like, just that one shiny that, like, you'll never notice that it's shiny. I didn't even go to school. And I found a shiny Skiddo. When I first played through... My very first playthrough, we did it on stream. We ended up finding a shiny over-leveled Palmy, which we barely caught in Violet. And then we were in the lake of... it was the area with all the, like, the Tatsugiris and the Dundozos. And we ended up finding a shiny Swablu there, and I put both on my team. And, like, I know a lot of people are going to give me crap, but I actually really like Palmy. Like, the Palmy line, I know it's not very creative. It just stands up. But in my opinion, that's just adorable. Like, it doesn't even really change that much. It just gets on 2 feet. It just gets on 2 feet, and that's its thing. That or Flamigo, it's literally just a flamingo. There's nothing really cool about it. It's just a flamingo with weird eyes. That's it. And I kind of love it. My least favorite playthrough was Violet, I think. But it's still fun. Yeah, my least favorite playthrough, I would have to say, it would be between Violet and probably Sun and Moon. I'm talking the originals, not Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon had a little bit more to it with different Pokemon, so that kind of gets a pass. I don't know where to go after, so I stayed at where Ayano is. Then I think I see a shiny Wattrel. Look at it. But it's just a glare that made it hard to see. No, I had the same issue with when it came to the glare, by the way, with the Dynamos. Like, it is so annoying sometimes with the lighting that they have in these games. The lighting is so weird sometimes. And it was shiny. Oh, God. So, it made it worse when you were playing Scarlet and Violet on Switch 1. Because, like, the spawn-in time for some of those Pokemon are so long. But you're also traveling, so, like, it's just, like, it literally just pops in, and then it just pops out. Like, I hate that so much. Like, I understand, you know, slow and steady, but it's one of those things, too, where it's like, You know, you're moving normally on Koraidon and Miraidon. You know, you're not really thinking. You're just going. Right? You want to try to get to point A to point B, but you're pretty much going to have a high chance of despawning your shinies. I was playing on Switch 1. No, I played my main playthrough on Switch 1 as well. Now, I was going to say, you know, the funny thing is, ever since the Switch 2 version came out, the Switch 1 version, I feel like runs even worse. The Switch 1 version literally runs worse. What was my longest shiny hunt that you managed to actually get? Mine was the shiny Wishmaker Jirachi. That took me 2.5 years. If we weren't talking about that one... I would probably say shiny Ploypole. And that was about 6 months. I've never actually hunted a shiny. I was gonna say there's always time to just pick a target and just go. I was gonna say it's definitely an endurance test. So I would say what I would recommend, just pick one of the newer games and start with the newer games for now. And if you decide you're getting them too quickly or you want to try something a little bit different, then you could try Fire Red Leaf Green down the line. I was going to say, those hunts are a very long time. It's 1 in 8,100 chance. And they could take forever. Yes. No, that's... the Jirachi was my rarest hunt. We did the no save corruption method as well, by the way. So it was 11 to 13 minutes for one encounter. And we got it very below odds. And mind you, when you're doing that hunt specifically with Ruby and Sapphire, it gets a little bit weird because the shiny rate for the Jirachi is actually less than the normal encounter rates. Right? So instead of the 1 in 8,000, it's actually 1 in 7,300. It's very wonky. It's very wonky. Most of my hunts are in ZA, honestly. It was just way easier with the DLC. I shiny hunted a Charcadet for fun. And a shiny alpha female Eevee. Where I got female on purpose. You see, for me, like, I do stuff different for my hunts. Like, I love hunting at the newer games, but I like to try to do them kind of with a twist. Like, I want to get every single shiny alpha Pokemon. Okay, or I want to... Oop, I forgot to do a run around. That, or I want to try to get every single shiny Pokemon I can with a rare mark. I don't know. I do mine kind of weirdly, I would say. That or go for a specific mark. It kind of gives you an extra little layer of challenge. Like, mind you, the shiny rates with methods on the newer games, you tend to get shinies really quickly. Which, getting shinies are always fun. But at the same time, getting a shiny with something special that you would like on it. That's why I would like to try to do more ribbon quests somewhere down the line. I would like to do ribbon quests. I would like to make a lot of my shinies a little bit more special. In Pokemon Shining Pearl, can you restart your game to shiny hunt your starter? You can. If you're talking about deleting your save, that is possible. Otherwise, the only other option you would have is... Here, let me, There we go. Otherwise, you would have to go to the home menu, and you would have to close down your game. And then you would have to reboot it back up. So it's kind of like a soft reset method, but not fully. It's kind of like a soft reset method. It's just not fully. What's up? What's new? Yo, Killchain, welcome on in.
Hello there.
Alright, that was technically 5, I guess. It was 4, but we're going for it. Yeah, we got a shiny Slowpoke. Like, don't get me wrong, I like me some Slowpokes, but it was not the type that we wanted to get before having to fight Canary. Yeah, not the greatest typing in the world. Now we got 3 Pokemon weak to Electric. Yeah. we're kind of in a very weird situation. Yeah, I'm just kind of worried that, like, I'm popping in here, right? And I don't know if those things spawn in. Will that little mound or molehill or whatever stay there if it's a shiny in there? Wasn't there a trade evo for it? Or are you doing the other one? I'm probably gonna do slow, bro. Like, there is a trade evolution. Slow King with the King's Rock. But Slow Bro has always just been better than Slow King in my opinion. And plus Slow Bro does have a Mega. So that does give us some options. So I think I'm gonna make it a Slow Bro. Yeah, because, like, Slow King does get, like, the punching moves. But its attack stat has never been that good. Oh, okay, nothing there. Yeah, we're doing some fast travel resets. I was gonna say, we're trying to just get all these mounts to pop in, essentially. Should probably do that. There we go. Yeah, so every 5 resets, we come over here. We check the mounts, and then go back in. The 2 targets I have in mind, I would like to get either a Gibble or a Nummel. I do like me a Nummel. I was going to say, I'm a Gen 3 simp. If you don't... hold on the other side of the zone. You could test a few times. Look at their levels of genders. Changes, and you know, they're retooled. Well, I'm not too worried about the other side. I'm more worried about, like, these mounds that are spawning in. And the only things that pop up in these mounds, right? I was gonna say, I feel like they have been changing. I feel like they have been changing somewhat. I started to develop a video game by teaching myself how to do it. Wait, isn't there an app for that? Like, there's literally, like, some sort of app that, like an AI or whatever. Basically, they make learning to make a video game, like, into a game itself. I'm trying to remember where I heard about that from. Yeah, because I was going to say, I think these Pokemon are re-rolling. It's just... because, like, you can tell the mounts are moving. The mounts are moving, so obviously stuff is respawning and re-rolling. I just wish there was a decent way of doing this. Yeah, because I was going to say, Gibble is going to be good luck. Now, that's going to be a good luck thing. But I will say this, we're definitely getting a good time with the... Not, oh, okay, sorry, Nummel. I don't... Yep. Let's say 24. Now, if it spawns in over there again, it was 24 female, I believe. Nope, it's just further over there. We're getting a lot of Nummels now. Yeah, I was going to say, Nummel is definitely going to be one of those Pokemon where I feel like it's going to be a hidden gem if we end up getting it. And mind you, we already have the Dragonite on deck too. We just need to go and catch it. It's kind of the problem. And we can't catch it until we beat Who's Her Face. We need to beat Canary first. One more encounter, and then we're going to be bopping on in there. Let's see. Nope. I just fallen over the city. Want to try to pop all these out of the ground. I just thought Camera Up was supposed to come here, but I guess it's not until after. Yeah, but you can't do it fully. Want to play game? Better do mechanics with cubes, spheres, etc. And once that's done, it's best to transfer the rest of the game to edition. Okay. What type of game are you making, by the way? Is it like an RPG style game, or are you doing like a FPS, or are you doing like a Doom shooter style game? I know those the Doom shooters are starting to make a comeback. I don't know. I've never really played a Doom shooter before. I wanted to try Mouse PI for Hire, but I kind of held off on that just because, yeah, my game library is pretty big, and I know if I get another game, I am not going to be able to focus on videos. I want to start doing videos, like I said. It's been kind of a slow burn just due to footage. Just try to get footage. So, slowly just try to get everything... Darn it. Slowly try to get everything kind of just built up to the way that I want it to make it easier on myself. And then go from there. And not make it, like, cringy, like... Just nothing but, like, tier lists and ranking videos. Like, those are fun sometimes, but... I was gonna say, sometimes just a channel just full of them and nothing else is just like, come on, dude. Come on. You want to try something else? Something a little bit different? Maybe rank them a little bit differently? Do something a little bit different? It's just not really my thing. I was gonna say, we definitely will do a few here and there, but like nothing like crazy. I'm doing a successor of Tactics Arena Online. Tactics Arena? I don't think I've heard of Tactics Arena before. Is it kind of... I don't know. I'm hearing Tactics Arena. It reminds me a lot of... is it like Final Fantasy or... Jeez. What was that one game that Nintendo wanted to put out, but they had to stop due to the war in Ukraine? I'm trying to remember what that game was. Or like Final Fantasy Tactics. Okay, I'm back for a bit. Anything good happened? So far, Silly Billy, no. We decided we were going to go to Area 8 instead. We're going to see what type of Pokemon we get. So I'm low-key hoping we either get the Garchomp, or the Gibble, or the Numel. Either one of those would be solid. I would like to have some faster Pokemon, but to be fair, you know, I would like to have some bulkier Pokemon too. Alright, this is 100. So every 5 map flies we do, we're actually going to be jumping back into the area and running around. Just kind of... Yeah, because if the Pokemon spawns in these molehills when we come in, they should not despawn if it's a shiny. I think it just moves. I think they just move. Oh my goodness. Yep, so we do a map reset. We run in. We try to pop in everything that spawns in over here, which that even means that Croc Rock over there too. Literally any ground type I would be fine with. I just do not want the Machop here. Excuse me, I do not want the Machop here. See what it's like. It's like modified chessboard and units on each side. It was one of those early 2000s games. Like, it sounds interesting. Like, I do like chess. Like, I enjoy chess. I'm not the greatest at it, but I've always really liked it. Just sad. I got no one to play chess with. So, yeah, it's one of those things. I could see myself liking a game like that. Like, what? Was it, like, on PC, or was it, It almost kind of sounds like it could have been, like, a PlayStation game, almost. It almost sounds like it could have been a PS1 game. Oh, PC? I would play chess with you if I knew the rules. Yeah, no, it would be cool to like try to show Emily how to play chess. It's just one of those things. I know it would annoy her. Just try to play with me because I would beat her, I would say, a good handful of times before she got the gist of it. And we're both very competitive people. We're both very competitive, so I think that would be something that we would kind of struggle with. It was chess, but way more fun. So it was like chess, but it had like different types of strategies to it almost, is what I'm hearing. It was chess, but it had more strategy to it, essentially. And mind you, chess is pretty strategic, but it sounds like there's more stuff to kind of keep in mind with this other version. You know what we should have too, chat? We should have the subscriber count. I just don't want to put too many, I don't want to put too many numbers on screen. Because I was going to say, like, our goal this year, by the way, chat, we want to try to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That's, like, the main goal, in my opinion. Nope. Oh, boy. Nope. I am just going to run past. I don't know why. I saw the red, and it threw me off on the Gibble's stomach. I don't know why it's that red threw me off for a minute there. Got another little hidey hole. Yeah, because I was going to say, I do want to try to get a little bit more shorts varieties and stuff, too. Try to potentially do maybe 2 shorts a day if possible, and then a live stream, or 2 shorts, like, we'll have a short one day, and then 2 shorts the other, stuff like that. I want to try to be able to do a little bit more. It's just a matter of how I'm going to go around doing it. And then the standard videos, which the videos, honestly, I'll find something by the end of this year. Yeah, 10,000 was the goal last year, but I don't know what ended up happening. Like, everything kind of just tanked for a while. And then on top of that, too, I got, like, really sidetracked. Like, mind you, we had Emily's family trip to Florida, which, I'm not gonna lie, that was a lot of fun. And then now we got the wedding stuff to think about, too. So I'm not going to be able to go like full bore, fully into the channel, but I'm still going to try to do what I can. Like, we're still going to be doing live streams. We're still going to be doing shorts. It's just going to try to find time. That and the 12-hour shifts. Right? So we got quite a bit kind of going on. So I'm trying to figure out what I could do about making a mobile workstation. Like, where we'd be able to do, like, recordings, potentially voiceovers, even like video recording. I'm trying to see if there's a way I could plug my Switch dock into my car. And like, oh, yeah, okay, I could get some footage, B-roll footage or whatever through here, and it would make things a heck of a lot easier. I was gonna say, don't go out of your way. I was gonna say, it's one of those things, like, I do want this channel to grow, but I don't want people to feel forced, like they gotta send it out, they gotta subscribe or whatever. I genuinely just want people to subscribe if they like it. Once I get my RTX 5090... Oh, good luck, pal. Good luck. I was gonna say, try to find a 5090 at a decent price. I was gonna say, you're looking for something rarer than a shiny there. You're looking for something even more rare than a shiny. Just saying. What? Okay, hold on, chat. What? Okay, that works. No, all of a sudden I just got, insufficient disk space for recording. Okay, not gonna lie, hopefully that didn't mess up footage. Start making my, dream game. Be a successor. Yeah, 1.6. Okay. Game voices when you type in the game. To talk or yell from a distance. Oh, so it's gonna have, like, that thing to, like, where the, like a proximity type of chat. Finish the first game, by the time I get the graphics card. Yeah, no, I heard, NVIDIA, they're actually, re-releasing their old GPUs just because, so many people, basically, like, they're stopping, like, the 5090 or something to give to, like, data centers or AI companies or whatever. And then the commercial units are going to be, like, the 3060s and stuff like that. At least that's from what I was hearing. I don't know if things changed, but that's what I was hearing. To be fair, I feel like the 3060s aren't really that bad. It's more in the line of it's not going to be as powerful for what you need. That's not true. Really? Because I thought... Oh, no, they're not stopping the production. It was like they're dropping the production for stuff like that by like 40% or something, wasn't it? Or did they walk that back? Yeah, no, that's my bad. They didn't, like, completely stop production. It was, like, by, like, 40% or something. They're lowering their production. No, we didn't end up getting the Dynamo. We got something else instead. They're gonna make the 6090 in a year or two. But they'll make 5090 for people like us. Okay, so slowly but surely. We did not get the Dynamo. We got this little guy instead. Yeah, we thought it would be kind of cute just to run into the area and just do a quick run around and yeah, Slowpoke ended up happening. Yeah, I was gonna say, I like Slowpoke, don't get me wrong. It's just, we gotta fight Canary next, and we got 3 Pokemon weak to electric type attacks. Like, it makes me concerned. Also, Slowpoke, you can get back to the ball. Thank you, buddy. One of the ways to get a shiny Gibble is, wait. Until it disappeared. Then I walked back over to it, and it was shiny. Yeah, I was gonna say, I know there's... Oops. Okay, I'm gonna have to do another run-in and just not push the button again. It's gonna be so much fun. It might be a bloodbath. Unless if we get, like, a very good ground-type Pokemon. And to be fair, we have one other option here if we do, like, if we end up getting this Machop instead. We do have another option. To be fair, I haven't been seeing Machop. Oh, yep, there's one. Never mind. Okay, yeah, because I wouldn't mind getting, like, an upgrade for my PC at some point, but I think Emily's PC should be first. She tends to play a lot more... That day change technically counts. Yeah, Emily's more of a PC gamer than I am at this point. This 2 gaming G4 is 5090. So it's going to cost... Do you happen to have the micro centers? I believe there was micro centers in Canada. I was gonna say, I don't know if that would be a good place to take a peek. Oh, there's really no point for me to pick up all that. I was gonna say, it's mainly just been berries. Every 2 minutes, gonna make a Kruger donut. Okay, Kroger donut. What the heck is that? Okay, so there is no micro centers in Canada. Hey. Yeah, no, micro centers, I've never been to one, but I've heard nothing but amazing things. Like, the closest one to us is like a 4-hour drive, and it's... I can't justify a 4-hour drive to go get PC parts. Especially since it would just be one. Yeah, no, that Canary fight's gonna screw us over so bad. just saying that now. We're gonna lose someone in this canary fight. Jeez. Why that lighting screwed me up so bad right there. Yeah, this lighting is just screwing me up. There's like barely any... Oh, okay, yeah, now they're spawning in over here. I just don't know if they burrowed back in their holes or what, but... Right now, I have a 3090, 64 GPU RAM, 1000 watts. Yeah, I have a 3090 as well, but I only got like 16 gigabytes of RAM. I should have gotten more. No. Yeah, it's either 16 or 32 gigs of RAM. I should have gotten more, but it was one of those things I thought I would be fine. But then the prices started going higher and higher and higher, and it was during layoff season, so I couldn't think about spending any money. Yeah, it was not a fun time, chat. Yeah, I had to be very cautious with my monies. Let's see. And then the next one, we are going to hop in and take a look. Yeah, that was during, like, ramflation, too. That was, like, the worst time. Sorry, I tried holding it in. I didn't want to sneeze in your ears, chat. You just gotta try getting... Let's see if you get a shiny Gibble then. Yeah, but the problem is I can't actually get the shiny chirp because I'm not allowed to catch any other Pokemon besides for the shinies. That or whatever could help push me to, like, if I need to catch, like, this amount of Pokemon before I can continue through the game, then I gotta catch those, but then I need to either box them or get rid of them. Oh, buddy's getting impatient. Alright, so, chat, we are gonna get to 150 encounters, and then we are gonna end the stream for the day. I do need to get ready for bed and also get supper made and lunch made for tomorrow. I also need to let the puppers out. I actually already got my shiny in Area 3, which happened to be a regular Lit Leo that died like 5 minutes later. Verizon support? Why is Verizon support calling me? That's weird. Yeah, no, Cheeto did not last as long as I was hoping for. Like, I wasn't, like, super excited about Cheeto, but at the same time, like, it died valiantly in one hit. I have to go outside. Yeah, that's gonna be me here in the next 5 encounters. Now, I'm curious why Verizon support called me. That was weird. I mean, yo, Alex, I appreciate you coming out and hanging out with us.
Thank you.
Hopefully, you have yourself a good rest of the night, and we will be live again on Wednesday. Do I catch it every Pokemon? And they force, so when you complete the zone, you find the shiny Gibble. That's just it. I can't just go and catch every single Pokemon. I can only catch the shiny Pokemon. It's an extra rule that I added to make the game harder. Because if I'm able just to go in and catch every single Pokemon, that also gives me access to a lot of Mabel's stuff as well. And that's basically what I'm trying to avoid is basically try to get a leg up by not catching shiny Pokemon. Okay, that's not shiny. It would have done Sparkles. So it was just an extra rule I put on myself to make it harder. Let's see. Up. Okay, where's all the things that are supposed to pop out? Yeah, I stream every 2 days. I do that just so I can spend some time with my fiance and my dog too. Because, like, I work a 12-hour shift. And then I come and stream right away. And then I get my stuff ready to go to work the next day, to go to bed, which doesn't really leave me much time for them. So I like to try to have every other day, so that way I do have more time to spend with them. And then I got the weekends as well. So it's a balancing act, because we went from, like, streaming every day besides for the weekends to this, so we kind of gave ourselves 2 extra days. I thought it was a good compromise. Oh, that in Brazil, that I think the whole world should apply. Make the planet. Wait, what law are we talking about? Make a YouTube video right now? I'm trying to. I'm literally struggling. I was gonna say, no, you're good. No, it's one of those things where I can't just catch the standard Pokemon. Like, I can't just catch the Numel or the Gibble right here. That would break my rule. So I'm only allowed to throw Pokeballs at shinies. Or, like, at the beginning where you had to catch, like, 4 standard Pokemon or whatever. That I allowed because you just can't continue the game without it. Alright, though, chat. That was 150 encounters in Area 8 already. Let's screw it. We'll do one more. We'll do one more. And then we're going to end off. Just like I said, I do want to spend some time with my fiance before she goes to bed, and with Sir Chirtley. So, I don't know. Are we going to get lucky with technically 151? As long as we don't get the Machop, like I said, chat, I will be happy. I just do not want the shiny Machop. There's another area where we can get that in, where it'd be better suited. Just right now, we need ground type. That is illegal to say or act racist. Yeah, I think for America, that won't happen, though, just because freedom of speech. Like, I would definitely say if it's, like, threatening. What the... Oh my god, my feet actually go into the ground. Like, if you're stepping on the manhole cover, your feet go into the ground. Yeah, it's like cut it. Oh my god, it's literally just floating in the air. I did not realize that manhole cover literally just floats in the air. Alright, I'm gonna leave it there. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed, and I will see everyone on Wednesday. Also 151, there we go. Yeah, don't you just love it when manhole covers decide just to float and you can somehow step right through them, breaking the laws of physics? Because I do. Bye-bye, everybody!